Hey guys, welcome to the Manifesting Twin Flame channel. My name is Rachel from Reiki with Rachel, and this channel is all about empowering you on your twin flame journey. So this video is going to speak to exactly that. I have created this channel because a shift is needed in the twin flame collective, and I have been experiencing this through my own experiences, but a lot through the clients that I'm working with. There is a wave of impending unions, as we call them, but it's more than what you think it is. Like, this union is huge, and so the universe wants to make sure that you are ready for it. This year, 2020, and whenever you're finding this video, this is whenever you're ready for it, but I'm speaking to this first wave. So this year, 2020, is the year of finding life purposes. It's the year of stepping into our power. And as an energy, things are shifting. As a collective, both in the Twin Flame Collective and just as a whole, things are shifting. And so if you have found this video, if you have found either this video or the Instagram account that I have created, you are part of this first wave, this huge shift that is occurring. Okay, so what I want you to know, and what I've been guided to let you know, is the way that we have been looking at the twin flame dynamics, twin flame material, just all the stuff about the twin flames is not relevant anymore. So I want to say it was November or December, so I'm filming this in January. So a couple months ago, I was doing a personal healing on somebody who's a part of the Twin Flame Collective and a very powerful healer herself. And we didn't know what happened during this healing, but there were just like beings and like huge shifts. Like, I was getting a healing as she was giving a healing. I'm giving her the healing, but I'm getting one at the same time. Like, it was, I can't even put words to the phenomenon, but we both kind of walked out of that healing like, what the hell just happened? And so after those energies grounded is whenever I started getting all these intuitions and insights about all the information that I'm going to share with you on this channel. Okay? But for this video, we're just talking about the shift, and we're talking about how you can shift your mindset and how you can shift your energy when it comes to the twin flame dynamic. Okay? So the first energy shift that you're being encouraged to do is be very, very cautious and careful of the content that you consume, especially the content surrounding twin flames. What has happened as a collective is we have all bought in to a belief system, and this belief system has manifested. As a collective, we have bought into this need for separation, that everybody's in separation, and that union is this concept that we talk about, but we're not seeing it. That is a belief system that so much energy has been poured into that it's like we're trying to move, but we're just like bumping up against the wall because we're bumping up this giant belief system. So if you're part of this wave and you're part of this shift, you absolutely must shift your beliefs on what this twin flame journey is about and what your twin flame journey is about. You absolutely must just allow all your preconceived notions about the twin flame journey up until this point to dissolve. And so I do want to mention, before I forget, I channeled that there are different twin flame archetypes. So I created a quiz so that you can analyze your own twin flame dynamic. The quiz is completely free, and then you also, as part of the quiz, get a free healing and training on 3 things for you to do to find union. So that's something else that I'm getting. Not every single twin flame is the same. We're not all here for the same reasons. We're all here to shift the consciousness. We're all here to do something, but that something is not a one-size-fits-all package. So I'm going to link to that quiz below. It is in a blog post, so if you want to read more about twin flame journeys and how I channeled it, you feel free to read the blog post. If you know most of the information, take the quiz, get your archetype. So that is the second piece. There is not a one-size-fits-all package. So a lot of the, and I'm not knocking anybody If you have aligned with channelings, those channelings are for you. But what I don't want you to do, and what we're being discouraged from doing now, is listening to a channeling, listening to a reading, and then molding, because you believe in it, molding your reality based on what somebody else is getting. So people who channel, it's still being channeled through a consciousness and still being channeled through some humanness. And me being a guide and a channel and doing this stuff, I realize that. And so sometimes whenever you do click on a reading, or you get an update of what's going on, either in a blog or a video or whatever, for the collective, it's still being channeled with a little bit of a bias based on who's channeling it. It's their perspective. So even major channels out there, if you listen carefully, you'll detect a little bit of limiting beliefs being infused in some of the channelings. And I'm talking about like not even twin flame, just like different ones. It is very, very hard to be a 100% clear trans channel, meaning that you're channeling a being that's 100% coming through you. Most of the time what happens is you channel it, it's filtered, and it's coming out based on the knowledge that you already hold. So that's just kind of a long explanation. The bottom point, the main point that we are being encouraged to take home is absolutely only follow those teachers, those teachings, those readings, those channelings that align with your belief system. Do not mold your belief system based on what somebody else has told you. If you believe what somebody else has told you, that will become your reality. It's going to manifest in your reality. So we are taking control of our destiny now. Okay, so we're leaving all the twin flame steps, twin flame like ideas and all this stuff. We're leaving it behind, like just wipe it out. We're also being very careful and cautious with where we get our information, at least at this point. Now, there will be a point where we're able to take in information without it affecting us, but we're getting to the point now where we're standing in our beliefs, we're creating our reality from our own intuitions, our own desires, what's resonating, what's right for us. So it's a time to cut out anything that might cause fear, might cause doubt, might shift what you believe, and therefore shifting your reality. And then the third major shift that I'm feeling for this twin flame dynamic is twin flames. It is time for us to stand in our power. And what does that mean? It means that we stop feeding into a single thing, like any damn thing that takes away from your power. Now, a lot of this is internal. A lot of this is in our thoughts. A lot of this is focusing on what was and the lack and, different belief systems and different habits and different thought patterns that came from trauma, that came from things that we experienced. We are meant to heal these. We're meant to learn our lessons from these, but the time has come that we stand in our power. And I'll be creating a lot more videos based on this. And I, again, encourage you to do the archetype quiz so you can know where your power lies, because it's different for everybody. So for example, my archetype is I'm part of the power couple twin flame. So that means that I am meant right now to step into my power of being a manifester, of creating my reality. And there's other things too, but that's, I'm really meant to step in my power of being the individual that I am. And so that is why I've created this channel. I was guided by an archangel, Archangel Zachiel, who I'd never worked with, but came to me. And that's where I got this guidance. And it all just made sense. So that is what I am doing. Okay. But other power for other archetypes might come from the power of love. It might come from the power of really honing in on your intuition. It might come from spiritual progression. But either way, you're meant to reshift your focus away from old beliefs, from old paradigms, from anything that happened up until this point, from old thought systems, from doubt, from fear. There's no room for these anymore. Now, that doesn't mean these won't come up. Okay, that doesn't mean that we just make the decision and say, I'm not going to have fear anymore. that's just setting yourself up for failure. But it's not feeding into the fear. When those old fearful thoughts come up, see them for what they are. Like, laugh at them. Be like, oh yeah, I see this. I know what this is trying to do. This is trying to take my power away. What you must recognize is every single thing in this universe, people, thoughts, situations, they want your energy. Everything is bidding for your energy. You, when we step into our power, you alone are deciding what you are feeding your precious energy to. So when that fear thought, that doubt thought, that resentment thought comes up, you have the choice to give it power with your emotions and ruminating about it, or you have the chance to say, oh no, I've learned my lesson. I'm not giving you my power. But you know what I will give my power to? I'll give my power to learning how to be a powerful manifester. I'll give my power to my heart space and opening up my heart. I will give my power to really diving deep into my meditation practice, really learning these spiritual concepts, my yoga practice, really opening up my intuition and learning how to channel and practicing my channeling gifts. That's what I'm giving my power to. So, to recap, the 3 main shifts that are occurring, and if you've watched this channel and if you've watched this video up until this point, I will absolutely guarantee you are part of this wave. You're part of the first wave in this shift, and I encourage you to follow this channel because I'm here. Part of my role is to guide you all through this. I don't know anything beyond that point, but I know that's part of my role. So the 3 main shifts that are occurring is, number 1, forget everything about the twin flame dynamic, collective, all the stuff about union, separation, what has to happen, throw it out the window, okay? Secondly, become very, very cautious of who you are listening to and the content that you are consuming, because you know that that is creating your reality if you believe in it, okay? So choose to only believe things that resonate with your heart, and that is creating the reality that when you close your eyes and you feel it and you see it, only focus on what is resonating with that reality. The third piece goes along with what I just said, and it's being very cautious of where you feed your energy. You're taking your power back, however that looks for you, and you're not feeding in to any people, to any circumstances, to any unhealthy or old habits or patterns, to anything that makes you feel less powerful than what you truly are. Whether that's internally or externally, you're saying no to it. And you are taking your power back, and you're deciding where you are going to feed your energy. You're feeding it to the highest bidder, right? What's going to give you the life internally and externally that you want? That's the highest bidder. That's where you give your energy. Nothing else matters. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. If you're interested, I have started doing a very limited availability, but I do have some still. Twin flame healing sessions, twin flame coaching sessions. I have really great downloads that are cost effective, and it's there to help heal you and your relationship and your dynamic, because I am becoming very booked up for personal sessions. So I have all those, and I really encourage you to do the archetype quiz. Please like, subscribe, share, because people need to hear this. Okay, so much love and light to you, and we will talk soon.